What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about a story that came across my desk about an influencer who goes by the name Paparazzi Princess and her husband. They were arrested for stealing close to $1 million from Lululemon's stores in 5 states. It was like a spree of scamming, right? Or theft. And they were caught. They were subsequently arrested. But I believe they have since made bail. But this is the type of story. This is a moral to this particular story. Because I want to talk about the lifestyle of an influencer. You know, a lot of these influencers aren't as financially successful as y'all think they are. You know, a lot of these people are struggling. And you got to understand something with these so-called influencers. Now, the fact that these two, who are in their 40s, by the way, now when you go to her Instagram, you can't really tell, you know, whether she's in the 40s or not, just by how she carries herself and dress. You know, it's like the same way a lot of these 20-year-old females are doing these days. But you look at the lifestyle that she seeks to portray, her and her husband. You got to understand, people do whatever it takes to maintain that lifestyle. And when you see a lot of these female influencers, there's only 2 ways they're making money. Either they are scamming or they're escorting, or both. Now, I'm going to assume that she's taking the scamming route because she's been arrested. There's some other things going on with her as well, but I'm going to focus more in on this because no matter how lavish y'all think a person's lifestyle is, they're probably struggling. Or, you know, the influencer lifestyle has become an addiction and they do whatever it takes to maintain that lifestyle. You could say, well, Jay, they have the money. But why do you do this? And people can't say it's mistaken identity or discrimination. They have a paper trail. They were able to track them state to state doing this. That's how they got caught, because they kept doing it over and over again, because it's that addiction. When you have an addiction to living lavishly, or the perception of it, you will do things that will get yourself caught. Wasn't there a former basketball wife that went to prison because she couldn't stop scamming? It's gonna happen. Listen, they're paying more and more attention to the scamming every single day. You can't scam like you could 5 years ago. They're paying more and more attention. There was a female that went to jail recently because over a year, well, almost 2 years, she was out here thieving and scamming and thought she got away with it until they went and got her. So let's get into this story. It says a Connecticut couple accused of stealing $1 million from Lululemon stores in 5 states. Jadion Richards and Akwele Laws Richards, I believe that's how you pronounce it, allegedly stole from the stores starting in September. They must have some good high quality products then. A couple from Connecticut have been accused of stealing $1 million worth of Lululemon's products nationwide. I told you they were tracking them. Jadion Richards and Akwele Laws Richards were arrested in Woodbury, Minnesota, and each charged with 1 felony count of organized retail theft, having previously engaged in a pattern of retail theft and committing and directing others to commit said crimes on November 14th, according to Minnesota court documents obtained by People. A day prior, Jadion and a man who has yet to be identified allegedly stole $5,000 worth of products at a Lululemon store in Roseville, Minnesota. The documents state they were then booked into the Ramsey County Jail that day, online records show, and police later obtained a search warrant for their hotel room in Bloomington, Minnesota, where they found $50,000 worth of Lululemon products in suitcases per the court documents. The couple has allegedly been stealing from the athleisure brand since September, taking up to $1 million in products, the court documents allege. Are they wearing the products, or are they going to resell the products? That's what I want to know. Because, you know, the female here, she's an influencer. So is she wearing the products? Is he wearing the products too? Because he's in a number of her Instagram posts. Is that what it's for? Is it for the photo shoots? I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, but again, they want that fast money and they're willing to scam for it. But scamming got a price. Again, you can't scam like you used to. The feds have caught on to it. Not only have the feds caught on to it, the local state officials now are able to combat this at a faster rate. This is why they were able to catch them in the act, according to reports, not an opinion. Along with the reported burglaries in Minnesota, Richards and Laws Richards allegedly stole from Lululemon stores in their home state, New York, Colorado, and Utah, according to court documents. So they've been all over the Midwest. They hit the West, Midwest, then up to the Northeast. The couple allegedly used specific organized retail crime tactics such as blocking and distracting of associates to commit large thefts, per the documents, including holding up large jackets to block store associates and customers from seeing their concealed items, and remove security sensors. Jadion would usually enter the store first in their series of thefts and purchase one or two small items. He would then find Akwele on the sales floor and remove a security sensor from an item separate from the one they took, the documents alleged. Akwele and an unidentified woman next would work together to select concealed items without any regard to size, price, or color. And the trio would then leave the store together, with the woman leading, according to the documents. In many cases, when security alarms would go off, Jadion's item, he would turn around and surrender his bag with his items, while the woman would continue walking away from the store with their stolen items. So that's how they did it. I guess this was how they did it, right? He would keep his bag with his items that he actually bought, but the stolen items, he made sure that she was in front of him so the security wouldn't stop her. And security's not going to stop her anyway. They're going to probably stop him, right? Especially he's like, hey, it was me, right? And that's how they conduct this game. But again, stores like that are going to track. They're going to look at security footage and they're going to track you. And that's exactly what happened, because they kept hitting the same store. And what happens is there's like an internal memo that goes out to say, about security videos and about, timestamps and who came into the store at what time, right? And they're gathering that info quicker, and it's not as easy for them to go in there and take those items like they were doing. See, I told y'all, stealing out the stores is it's getting harder and harder to do, because these people are catching on. Now, I see they had their pattern, which was working, but when they kept hitting the same stores, at some point, somebody is going to notice it, and somebody is going to tell either management or their security or whoever, and they're going to review video and they're going to look at the pattern of what's going on. That's how they're able to write in their reports, to where now it's documented, because they kept hitting the same stores, right? That's how they got caught, and they kept doing it over and over. Just because you go to a different state does not mean that they can't communicate with each other before you even get there. The group, the documents state, also allegedly conducted unverified exchanges at various stores by exchanging items without a receipt for new items. They will continue this cycle for weeks throughout different states, amassing hundreds of thousands of dollars. In a statement shared, the People, Tristan Shields, Lululemon's vice president of asset protection, said that their chain of retail stores is focused on keeping their stores a safe and secure environment and for staff and customers. This outcome continues to underscore our ongoing collaboration with law enforcement and our investments in advanced technology, team training, and investigative capabilities to combat retail crime and hold offenders accountable, Shields said in a statement. We remain dedicated to continuing these efforts to address and prevent this industry-wide issue, he added. Jadion was released on a $100,000 bail on November 21st. Akwele, meanwhile, was released on November 19th on $30,000 bail. Why was her bail less? She was the one walking out the store with the items. How does she get a lesser bail? This is why it was so easy for him to steal. This is why it was so easy for him to steal. Because you didn't think twice about that woman walking out with your merchandise. You were looking more at him. It's all about holding the man accountable. But she was right there with him. And you might want to go look up her background, because it ain't as rosy as people want it to be. This is why it was so easy for them to do what they did. They both are next scheduled to appear in Ramsey County Court on December 16th. It's unclear if they have legal representation to comment on their behalf. Well, don't seem like they have any right now. But I want to know is this. Are they going to face any legal ramifications from different states, or is it just like a one state thing, right? Where they only going to face, legal issues from like one state instead of all the states they stole out of. So I'll be interested to see that. But let me just say this. These influencers are broke, okay? They don't have money like that. And if they are making money, they're spending money. They're making money and they're spending money. And that's exactly what's going on here. If that, if you're again, only two ways that these influencers are going to make money is if they're scamming or escorting. That's the only way. That's the only way. It's the only way. But the lifestyle these women live, so this don't surprise me. She has 92,000 followers. I don't know how many followers he has, but she's the influencer of the group. And you look at the posts and the things they do and the places they're at, how can they afford that? Well, it looks like they've been scamming. A lot of these influencers are broke. A lot of these influencers are living in big houses with a bunch of other influencers, and they all portray a lifestyle they cannot afford. And mind you, both of these people are in their 40s. She's in her 40s. Now, she looks it, but filters and makeup will make her look younger than she really is, right? So you would think that, at some point you'd move forward in your life instead of doing this. But, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, like this video and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.